Hey everyone, this is Willy, your Merced real estate agent. Today I'll be answering some common questions that I've been getting from clients, friends, and basically anyone I talk to when I tell them I live in Merced. I know it's not as well known as San Francisco or Los Angeles, of course, so I'm hoping to do my part in helping you understand Merced a little bit better. Where is Merced? Merced is located right in the heart of Central Valley, which is known for its agriculture and provides more than half of all fruits and vegetables to the rest of the country. The city is centrally located between several major population centers, the San Francisco Bay Area, Sacramento, and Fresno, each only about 1 to 2 hours away from Merced. Also, it only takes about 4 hours to drive to LA, which is only about half that from SF to LA with traffic. Also, it's known as a gateway city to Yosemite National Park, which is just a relatively short 1.5 hours away. I think Merced has a small town feel with many new opportunities. So what other cities are near Merced? Similarities and differences. Merced is a relatively small but sizable city compared to other California cities with a population of just under 100,000 people and growing, with people from all over the state and country moving here. However, it's also very different from the surrounding cities in terms of what the economic drivers are for growth. First, let me start by showing you the population. 1 hour to the south, Fresno has over 500,000 people, and half an hour to the north, we have Modesto with over 200,000 people. The predominant economic driver of growth in this region is led by agriculture, but Merced is a little bit different in that a big chunk of its growth is actually driven by UC Merced and all the associated development that comes with it, with students from bigger cities demanding better restaurants and amenities. All of this brings even more jobs to support the increased population. Although right now Merced is smaller compared to its neighbors, it has a lot of room to catch up to at least Modesto and Fresno in terms of matching their urban sprawl, and it's doing so very quickly. So about UC Merced. UC Merced is the newest University of California campus, opened in Merced in 2005. Since then, the college has experienced exponential growth and investment from the state. In 2021, UC Merced has a record enrollment of over 9,000 students. UC Merced is also one of the largest employers in all of Merced County and contributes about $1.7 billion to the local economy. The school is moving higher up the ranks every year in university rankings and has broken into the top 100 of the U.S. News and World Report's ranking of top national universities, placing 97th overall and 40th among public institutions in 2020. And with the support of Sacramento through its investment in the university, the city of Merced is going to make its mark on the state. Now, what is there to do in Merced? I get this question a lot, and to be honest, you're not going to find all the fancy restaurants and stores that you see in the Bay Area or in LA. But what you will find is a lot of nature and parks, and you'll be able to shop at most of the major retailers like Target, Costco, Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, and Best Buy. One of the things I'm most excited about, though, is that Merced Mall is undergoing a full renovation and expansion with a new anchor movie theater by Cinemark, opening up with capacity for 1,400 people next year. There will also be a brand new commercial development, especially in the north side of Merced, with planned shopping plaza. This new development is about to break ground on the fast-growing north side of Merced, and it's going to be called Yosemite Crossing Shopping Center. It's located on the corner of G Street and Yosemite Avenue, which is across from Merced College, with a proposed 14 retail stores, hotels, and multifamily unit housings. Some notable commercial tenants you should have heard of that have already signed leases are Panda Express, Starbucks, Burger Grill, Verizon, and 7-Eleven. This will be much needed to support the growing population and the over 20,000 combined student population attending UC Merced and Merced College. What food options are there in Merced? There's plenty of restaurants here, whether you like Chinese, Mexican, American, Japanese, Italian, Thai, or Vietnamese. Merced pretty much has all of it. I will give one recommendation though. It's this place called Coconut Cafe, and they have really good Southeast Asian food. There's also a big Hmong and Mexican population here, so there are multiple Asian and Hispanic grocery stores, so that I can get whatever I can't get from Raley's or Costco. For the students, there are 3 boba stores. My favorite is MT. All the fast food chains like In-N-Out, McDonald's, Wendy's, El Pollo Loco, Five Guys, and others are here as well. Commuting to the Bay Area and what's your work-life balance going to be like? A lot of new families have moved here for one of two reasons. New jobs in the area, especially in education or healthcare, or taking advantage of their new work from home arrangements with their work. There's fast gigabit internet all over the city, and all the new homes have solar panels, which helps with your wallet a lot. If you're a super commuter, Highway 99 connects to the Bay Area relatively easy, usually within 2 hours without traffic. Oh, and if you have a Tesla or another electric vehicle, most new homes are hooked up with wiring so you can easily install your own EV charger. Also, just a couple months ago, we got a brand new Tesla supercharging station in Merced. There's also Amtrak and soon the Ace train that will connect you right to the Bay Area. To relax, there's plenty of parks and walking trails scattered around the city. A large man-made lake right next to UC Merced called Lake Yosemite. For those more adventurous and looking for amazing views and hikes, just an hour and a half east of Merced is the famous Yosemite National Park. If you're looking to move to Merced, come with an open mind. It's not a big city. It doesn't have all the convenience of a bigger city. However, it is also an emerging city with lots of new families from all walks of life, an educated and diverse population, all looking to call the city home. If you're looking to buy property, a lot of people also ask which part of Merced should I live in. Merced is growing everywhere. You can find homes in all directions of downtown. North Merced is developing a little bit faster, mostly due to more people moving from the Bay Area and LA to this area. The north is also closer to UC Merced, where a lot of students want to live. Some brand new homes just south of downtown. They're a little bit more affordable than the north, but the area is quickly developing, and before you know it, it'll just be as nice and big as the north. This means there's still plenty of good opportunities to buy a house in the south while it's still relatively unknown. In terms of safety, I get this question a lot too. The city is pretty safe. Crime is not really a huge factor, so I wouldn't worry too much about where in the city you want to live. You will see occasional package theft and small things like that, but this happens everywhere, and Merced is not any different. How much is it to rent a house or a room? For a 4-bedroom house, I'm seeing anywhere from $2,000 to $2,400 per month. This is already up a couple $100s from last year, so there's definitely a noticeable increase. I've also seen 6-bedroom homes that's going for around $3,000 a month. For room rentals, I see them going for about $500 to $600 per month. If the room comes with its own bathroom, it would be $600 or $700. And for the master or primary bedroom, you'll go for $800 or $900. Rooms for rent have been consistently going up as well. Just a couple years ago, it was under $400 per room. Now, because of super high demand from students, they're now easily reaching $600 or more. Which communities have HOAs? As of today, there is only one new development that I'm aware of that requires HOA, and that's Moraga by Lennar. In 2021, it's about $100 per month, and it covers front yard landscaping and maintaining the nearby park. What's the property tax in Merced? The base property tax is generally around 1% of the property's value, so about $4,000 a year at current home prices. This doesn't include the Melrose special assessment tax, which can be $200 to $300 per month, depending on the individual community. Older communities tend not to have Melrose because this tax generally ends after 30 years, but no more than 40. All in all, for a $400,000 house, you're looking at around $6,000 per year in property taxes with Melrose included. Buying a home is not only one of your biggest financial decisions of your life, but it's also an emotional one. I've gone through that process, and I know how much it could change someone's life if done well. So don't rely solely on online tools to buy. I'm a local Merced resident and realtor, and I'm here at no cost to you to provide localized knowledge and to help you find your dream home. So that's it for this video. If you have any other burning questions, feel free to leave them in the comments or just reach out to me by finding my contact information in the description below. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.